Kiyotaka Mizuno is Japan's oldest living man, born in 1914 and still living today at 111 years old. He lives in Shizuoka Prefecture with his family, where he follows a steady routine that hasn't changed for decades. Even though his eyesight has faded, he stays mentally sharp and emotionally calm. Every morning he wakes up around 6 a.m. and begins the day with gratitude. He listens to the news and sumo matches through headphones, a habit that keeps him connected and curious. Instead of focusing on what he can't do, he focuses on what he still can. Mr. Mizuno's strength comes from structure. He eats 3 main meals and 2 small snacks daily, always at regular times. He values balance, never overeating, never skipping. His days are simple but full of small routines, greeting family members, sitting near sunlight, and watching sumo on TV. He keeps his mind engaged through conversation and his body active through small movements. He doesn't use supplements or follow complex diets. He trusts the power of consistency. For Mr. Mizuno, longevity is not a mystery. It's the result of rhythm and moderation. He proves that aging well doesn't require perfection, only discipline and calm. For Mr. Mizuno, longevity is not a mystery. It's the result of rhythm and moderation. He proves that aging well doesn't require perfection, only discipline and calm. Mr. Mizuno's days are simple, predictable, and calm, and that's exactly why his body and mind have stayed strong. He has followed the same rhythm for decades, waking early, eating at regular times, resting after lunch, and going to bed before 9 p.m. This consistency allows his body to function like a well-tuned clock. He wakes up around 6 a.m. without an alarm. The first thing he does is sit quietly for a few minutes before standing up. He doesn't rush. Every movement is deliberate, as if giving time for his body to wake up with him. He listens to the morning news and sometimes the sumo broadcast, wearing his headphones. Even with weak eyesight, he keeps his mind sharp by following what happens in the world. He often says that, "Listening keeps me connected to life." After that, he eats breakfast, a small bowl of rice, miso soup, pickled vegetables, and green tea. He doesn't skip meals, and he doesn't snack out of boredom. His portions are modest. He eats just enough to feel satisfied, never heavy. In his younger years, Mizuno worked long hours in agriculture. That lifestyle created a natural sense of discipline. Early mornings, physical activity, and meals grown from his own land. Even now, at 111, that rhythm still shapes his days. He takes small walks around the house to keep his legs active. He sits near sunlight during the day, a habit that supports mood and vitamin D levels naturally. Even brief moments in the sun can improve circulation and mental clarity. Mr. Mizuno rarely naps for long. Instead, he takes short breaks, about 15 to 20 minutes, which refresh the mind without disrupting sleep patterns at night. This micro-rest habit prevents the fatigue that many elderly people experience after long naps. He drinks tea multiple times throughout the day, mostly green tea and roasted barley tea, mujicha. He says that tea time gives him small moments of joy and mindfulness. Modern research supports this. Tea polyphenols can help reduce stress and inflammation. Dinner is light, often including rice, vegetables, and tofu or fish. He eats slowly, chewing well, and stops before feeling full. This aligns perfectly with the Okinawan rule of harahachi-bu, eating until 80% full to reduce metabolic strain. He goes to bed early, around 8:30 or 9 p.m. Before sleeping, he listens to music through his headphones, sometimes old folk songs or Buddhist chants. He says it helps him relax and close the day with gratitude. The lesson from Mr. Mizuno's life is clear. Health thrives on rhythm. It's not about extreme diets or supplements. It's about giving the body a stable routine it can rely on. When your days move gently and predictably, your body learns how to heal itself. When asked about the secret to his long life, Mr. Mizuno doesn't talk about medicine or diet. He simply says, "Don't worry too much." In Japanese, he calls it kuyoku yoshinai, kuyo shinai, meaning don't dwell on small problems. This attitude defines how he faces every day. He doesn't overthink what he cannot control, and he doesn't complain about his age. Instead, he chooses to live calmly with whatever the day brings. Researchers in Japan have long observed this pattern among centenarians: emotional stability, gratitude, and acceptance of change. People who live longer often share this ability to let go quickly. Their stress levels are lower, their sleep is better, and their hearts work more efficiently. Mr. Mizuno doesn't use the word meditation, but his habits create the same effect. He spends time sitting quietly, listening to the sounds around him. Sometimes he listens to traditional songs or sumo matches, not just for entertainment, but for presence. When something difficult happens, he focuses on gratitude instead of frustration. He says, "It's better to thank life than to argue with it." This mindset keeps his heart light, even at 111. For seniors watching this, the lesson is simple but powerful. Emotional health is physical health. Chronic stress increases inflammation, weakens immunity, and accelerates aging. Learning to not worry too much can literally extend your life. In modern psychology, this mindset aligns with the concept of psychological flexibility, the ability to adapt to change without losing balance. Mr. Mizuno didn't study psychology, but he lives it daily. He adjusts, accepts, and moves on without carrying emotional weight. Even when his vision faded, he didn't see it as tragedy. He told reporters he still enjoys listening to life. Instead of thinking, "I can't see," he thinks, "I can still hear." This shift, from loss to gratitude, protects the mind from depression and cognitive decline. Studies show that gratitude increases serotonin and dopamine, improving both mood and memory. Mr. Mizuno practices gratitude naturally, without needing a book or a program. He also values humor. Family members say he laughs easily and jokes about his age. Laughter reduces blood pressure and releases endorphins, another silent key to longevity. In Japan, this light-hearted acceptance is called shikata ga nai. It can't be helped. It doesn't mean giving up, it means letting go with dignity. For Mr. Mizuno, it's not just a phrase, it's how he's lived for more than a century. Mr. Mizuno's secret to emotional health is not silence, it's serenity. He doesn't escape from life's noise, he listens to it calmly, with gratitude. And maybe that's why, at 111, his spirit still feels light. Mr. Mizuno's diet has always been simple, not because of restrictions, but because of tradition. He eats small portions, prepared with few ingredients, and always takes time to enjoy his food. This style of eating has supported him for more than a century. His meals follow a natural rhythm: rice, vegetables, and a source of protein like tofu or fish. He doesn't snack out of habit, he eats when it's time to eat. Portion control and balance are his quiet rules, habits that have shaped his digestion, energy, and sleep. In Japan, this approach reflects the concept of hara-hachibu, eating until you're 80% full. It prevents overeating and gives the body time to process food calmly. Mizuno has followed this principle naturally, long before it became a global health trend. He also drinks tea several times a day: green tea in the morning, roasted barley tea in the afternoon. These drinks are light, hydrating, and rich in antioxidants. Science shows that green tea supports heart health, brain function, and blood sugar control, all essential for aging well. Mr. Mizuno's diet is not about avoiding foods. It's about moderation. He doesn't forbid sweets or fried foods, but he treats them as small joys, not habits. The key lesson is balance, not control. This moderation also extends to how food is prepared. His family cooks with minimal seasoning, soy sauce, miso, and salt in small amounts. The goal is to taste the food itself, not to hide it behind flavor. At his age, his body no longer digests heavy meals easily, but because he's eaten lightly all his life, He has no major digestive issues. He reminds us that consistency in eating habits matters more than any new supplement or diet trend. Health is built on decades of quiet choices. Many of these principles, moderation, balance, and respect for food, are shared by other long-living Japanese elders. They eat mindfully, move naturally, and live without obsession. And this philosophy inspired our own Japanese anti-inflammatory diet eBook built around the same timeless wisdom. If you want to bring these gentle habits into your daily life, with recipes, teas, and simple anti-inflammatory routines, the eBook is a great place to start. Because as Mr. Mizuno's life shows, a peaceful body begins with peaceful choices. At 111, Mr. Mizuno doesn't try to live longer. He simply continues to live well. His days are built on quiet consistency. Early mornings, balanced meals, small movements, and a calm mind. There's no secret formula, only steady habits that add peace to every year. He teaches us that aging gracefully isn't about doing more, but about doing what matters. Eat lightly, rest regularly, worry less, and stay connected to what gives life meaning, whether that's family, nature, or a daily cup of tea. When asked what advice he would give to younger generations, he said, "Don't rush your days. Time moves fast enough." Those words capture the essence of Japanese longevity, living slowly enough to feel grateful for the ordinary. And perhaps that's why, in a world that never stops moving, Mr. Mizuno still lives peacefully, proving that a long life isn't only measured in years, but in calm mornings and thankful hearts.